First Corinthians chapter 11. Verses 24 and 26 from the King James Version of the Bible. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 24 and 26. Amen. And when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, "Take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me." After the same manner also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, "The cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as often as ye drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as ye eat this bread, drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death until he come." We want to use for a thought today, Jesus said. I have a lot of folk now that they have become educated. We just came out of Black History Month. Back then, only people that could read was the teacher and the preacher. And if you got caught reading by the master, you were subject to be whipped. But back then, they took the word of the preacher. But today, every time I see Uriel and Darius, that lets me know that God is still in the blessed business. Because when I was growing up, it was unheard of blacks going to Mississippi State. Well, y'all can sit up in here and be sophisticated and don't talk to them if you want. LSU and Ole Miss, those schools were predominantly white. But God had blessed us because back in those days, our education was limited to Alcorn, Jackson State, Southern, Grambling. If you had money, Dillard in New Orleans, and had a college over in Alexandria by the name of Leland. But those who attended those schools and graduated with the various degrees were educated. And that's the reason why I say a lot of times, the worst thing that could have happened in Kennesaw Parish, where I was born and raised, was when integration went through. Now let me justify what I just said. When we were in the segregated school system, we had educators that cared about us. The 3 R's. Before you learn anything, you learn how to read, write. There wasn't no algebra, wasn't geometry, arithmetic, and learn those. But more than anything else, down the realm I learned respect. You all can help me if you want. In today's society, there's no respect. I say all that to say, when we got educated, we started learning the isms, the ologies, and all of them great big old words. And they're taking us away from the Bible. I was looking yesterday and they were talking about your president autographing. Your president autographing the Holy Bible. And he shouldn't put his name nowhere close to anything affiliated with God. Now you can talk about that. Amen. And it's being recorded, so it's going worldwide. I suppose it's on YouTube. And I'll stand before you and tell you. That book is sacred. Well, it is so sacred. If you notice our responsibility, it says those who are with all of us have done what? Sin. All of us. The oldest in here, she has sinned and come short of his glory. But there is a way out. Jesus said, if you acknowledge your sins to me with a sincere heart, I'm righteous enough to do what? To forgive you. Jesus told them, boy, that he selected, he said, I've got to eat this meal with you. And after I eat this one, I won't eat with you no more until you cross over the Jordan River. The writer here is Paul. And Paul had set up a church in Corinth. And when he set the church up in Corinth, now, you need to know a little bit about Paul. Paul wasn't no joke. But he believed in the Pentateuch. For those of you, the Pentateuch is the first 5 books of the Bible. And if you erred from those books, Paul would hurt you. He, the greatest writer in the New Testament, the last apostle. Apostles had to have a confrontation with Jesus. Paul came after Jesus had hung, bled, and died. But then, Pastor Harris, you say he had to have a confrontation with Jesus. He did. And he had that confrontation. Usher, you can sit down, you make me tired, and you stand up at that door. Paul was on his way to Damascus to whip and jail Christians for following a movement called the Way. He was going to put them in shackles and in chains and bring them back, and a lot of times they would die. But on his way to Damascus, Paul had a confrontation, a personal confrontation with Christ. And that's the way it should be. If you say that you are a child of God, if you say, can't nobody speak for you, mama can't speak for her children, daddy can't speak for his children, this is a mission that you have to accomplish on your own. Are y'all gonna help me? You have to have a personal confrontation with Christ yourself. Mama can't help cross over the Jordan River. Mama, daddy can't help. Now you have to do. Paul was on his way to Damascus to persecute Christians, but on his way, he had a confrontation with Christ. And when Christ got his attention, and first thing Paul said, who art thou, Lord? So he knew who it was. So Jesus said, and Paul, he was saying about when we gather together on today, for instance, for communion, we should come through that door with a pure heart, a clean heart, clean mind. Our spirit should be what? Geared towards servicing the Lord. But Paul wrote to the Corinthians, he said, I have heard that when you all get together, it's not for the right reason. You can talk back to me. Paul rebuked the Corinthians for the way that they were celebrating the Lord's Supper. He said, you come together to support, to celebrate the Lord's Supper, not for better, not to edify yourself by remembering the Lord's death, but you come together for the worst. You come together to tear yourself down. In other words, you come to the Lord's Supper to do what? What Sam Cooke used to sing about back in the 60s. Some of y'all say, I don't know what he's talking about. Having a party. You know what I'm talking about. That's what you come together for. To have a party. But you're coming for the wrong reason. Then, listen to what he says. He sit down with his disciples. And the devil was at the dinner table. The devil was sitting right there. And it said he took a piece of whole cake and he broke it. And when he broke it, he says, went to his disciples, he said, this, watch the word, this represents, it didn't say this was my body. That's not what he said. He said, this bread represents my body, which will be what? Broken for you. Let me clarify that. Well, what happened? That Friday, that Thursday night, they marched him from Judgment Hall to Judgment Hall. And they whipped your Lord and my God. They had what was called a cat of nine tails. And that was a stick, and it had 9 pieces of straw that broke off of that one stick. And in the end of it, they had bones and steel that were wrapped up in that stuff. And if they hit you 5 times, you done took 45 licks. And they whipped him. Every place he went, they whipped him. Busted his back open. His back would bleed. And then they had the audacity to say, are you the Lord? Are you the king? And he said, you said it. I didn't. Huh? And then they busted his body open. Put a scarlet robe on, which was the color that they acquired went purple. Scarlet. His back is bleeding, and I don't know whether you ever had clothing or managed to stick to your body after you done cut yourself. And when the blood dries and pull it, it hurts. This is what they did to my Lord and your God. And then they marched him from Judgment Hall to Judgment Hall. So he told them, he said, this bread represents my body, which is what? Been broken for you. He said, he blessed it. That's the reason why we should sit, when we sit down to eat, we should ask the Lord to what? Bless our food. When he blessed it, he broke it and he gave it to each one of the disciples. And he said, eat this bread, for it represents my body. Jesus said it. Johannes did it. Jesus said it. And then likewise, he took the cup that was full of grape juice, I assume. Could have been some Morgan Davis or some LPL, I don't know, but I don't think Jesus would do that. But anyway, it was from the fruit of the vine. And he took the cup, and when he blessed it, notice again, before he put anything in his mouth, he did what? He blessed it. He said, this cup represents my shedded blood. That'll be what? Shedded for you. And watch what he said. As often, Jesus said it, and that's the sermon right there. Jesus said it, as often as you eat the bread and drink of the cup, you shall forth my suffering until I come back. That's the sermon, y'all. Jesus said it. You got some educated folks out, but how often should you do it? Jesus said it. As often as you eat the bread and drink of the cup, you shall forth my suffering until I come back. But then this is what he said. Don't be having no party. Let a man or woman do what? Examine themselves. He that eateth and drinketh unworthy, eateth and drinketh damnation to whom? Themselves not. Discerning the Lord's body. When we offer this today, it would bother me if you didn't partake. But you know what? Ain't gonna change my way of thinking. Huh? Because, first of all, when you rose this morning, if you had a problem, the first thing that you should have done was, I was talking to one of my deacons. Yesterday was a bad day. Leave yesterday. Don't worry about that was my sermon Sunday. Don't worry about you made it from when until so leave yesterday. Be worried about that they had its own problem. When you woke up this morning, the first thing you should have done was, Lord, I thank you. Well, I thanked him yesterday. Yesterday was what? Yesterday. Thank him today. When he woke you up this morning, he didn't have to do it. But because of what? His grace. Lord, thank you. So when you woke up this morning and he done blessed you to see what? The third communion Sunday in 19. That's a blessing. Adrian Scamps was with us second Sunday. This second Sunday, we are going to put her in the ground. So when you came through the door, you should have came with a big smile on your face. Should have came through the door with praise and thanksgiving. You should have came through the door making what? A joyful no. But then you can come in the Lord's house, mad at the work. Can't speak. Somebody say something to you, act like you done drank some ammonia. Or eat a raw lemon, or cinnamon, persimmon, that's what it is. And you walk around with your face all tight. It's a blessing to be able. Mary Davis wish she could be sitting over here looking at me this morning. But now she's at the university. Eva Carter wish she could be sitting there with the other mother. But now she down at Riverina. But God has blessed you to come in here. And you too mean. But it's not mine to tell you. We ready, Frank? And God, Jesus said it. I didn't say it, but Jesus said it. You got some folk that ask the question, how often should we celebrate communion? Well, I stopped by today to tell you what Jesus said. Not what Joe Harris said, but what Jesus said. Jesus said, as often as you eat the bread, are you going to help me and bring me this cup? You shall forth my suffering till I come back. He said that a man or a woman examine themselves. He that eateth and drinketh unworthy, eateth and drinketh damnation to themselves, not changing what this represents. Can I get a witness? Stop by today to tell you who said it. Can I tell you who said it? Can I tell you who said this is my body? But I read in the Word that Friday morning, they hung him on Calvary's cross. He nailed his hands, driven his feet, pierced him in his side. That's what he's talking about. Blood and water come streaming down. Water for cleansing and blood for salvation. Can I get a witness? The same man, he said you can tear it down, but in 3 days, it's gonna get up. Different from when it went down. He went down that Friday night. He went in the grave, stayed there Friday night, stayed there Saturday morning, stayed there Saturday night, but he went down one way and he got up another way. All power, y'all gonna help me. All power, help me, y'all. All power in his hand. Jesus said, I believe. And we extend the privilege of the church. Jesus said, and we extend the privilege of the church. Somebody might not have a church home, and we invite you to come. Frank, I just see y'all mess around and mess with me. Yeah, Frank, you know what I want to hear. And I'm going to tell you, now this is something else that he said. Can I just listen to this song and you will find out what